Hello everyone. Today I decided to make a video on how to make a leveling bot and also having a beautiful rank card like Me6 have a very beautiful rank card, but we'll have a better one. Let's see how you can make it. So first of all, let's open Visual Studio Code and open a folder. So I have a folder here. Let's create a new one, name it leveling. Okay, so let's open the terminal and install the required packages. First of all, let's create a virtual environment. So for you, maybe this virtual env command don't work. First of all, you have to install virtual environment using pip, like pip install virtual env. I'm not going to do that because I already have virtual environment. So you can see now you have a virtual environment folder. And also let's now activate the virtual environment. So for that you have to press Ctrl Shift and P, and then you have to search for Python, select interpreter here, and you have to select the virtual environment path. It's not showing here currently. Let's restart Visual Studio if it shows. Control Shift P, select interpreter, and you can see there is a venv. So select that and now close this terminal and open again. You can see now it's showing this venv. That means our virtual environment is now working. Let's now install required packages. So pip install discord. We need, obviously we need discord, then we will need disrank. Then for the database I will be using Postgresql, but you can use anything whatever you are comfortable with. So for Postgresql we will need async pg. That's it for now. If we need anything else we will install later. Okay, so the async actually it's now installing the packages. Let's keep it here and let's make the required files here. First of all we'll need a bot.py files, and also let's create a new folder and let's make it leveling. So that will be our bot folder. Okay, so in the leveling we'll need a init.py. I'm just showing how I make these things. For you might be the folder structure different. Okay, so inside this let's create a bot. So from discord.ext import commands and bot. We can use this like commands dot bot and pass the command prefix, but we will have a advanced setup like subclassing the bot. So class leveling, then commands dot bot, and inside we will have a init. Okay, we can actually remove this, but you can also keep them, no problem, but for now we don't need them. That's it. Now def on ready, it's actually async, and print bot is ready. and next is bot equals leveling, and command prefix is equal to the prefix you need. So we are not actually focusing on having custom prefixes for every server, so we will have a static prefix for everyone. So that's it. Then inside our bot.py, so from leveling import bot, and we will run the bot here with the token. So let's make a bot. Discord developer applications. Now new application. Let's name it leveling. Create. Also download a logo from Google. Okay, what logo you want? I can use actually anything. Okay, let's whatever. It's actually taking time to select a logo. Let's use this. Save image, desktop and logo. Save it and open in folder. Let's edit with photos. You can crop this. Okay. Now it's saved. Let's now give it a logo. This one, save it. Okay, go to bot, build a bot and yes to it. Okay, so now we have a bot. We can just copy the token and paste it here. Now if we come here and type python bot.py, we should see bot is ready. Okay, so that means our bot is working. Close the bot. Now let's invite the bot here so we can see it and test it. Go to OAuth 2, click on this bot and give it permissions. I'm giving administrator. You can select a specific permissions. So now let's add this. I will invite this in YouTube tutorial and it's invited there. Now you can see the bot is here and it's showing online, but it's actually not online because it's closed. But let's start it again. Okay, so if we now type help, we should see the help command. Yes, so the basic setup of the bot is ready. Now we have to set up database and leveling things. So for that you will need to install Postgresql if you are following me, but you can also use SQLite. No setup actually required. So I have Postgresql installed, so I am using pgadmin to create databases. Type the password and okay, so let's create a new database and name it leveling, and also okay, so save it. So now you can see we have a database here. Okay, so that means the database creation is complete. Now we can have a function called connect db. So here we'll just connect to the database. Okay, first of all we have to import async pg. Install import async pg. Now use async pg dot create pool, and actually this is an async function. Create pool, and no, not async, this is await. Okay, so create pool, and you will need to pass the database configurations. So we will put it here, config is equals, so the host is local host, because this is hosted in my computer, as you can see, and the port is 5432, and the user is actually Shah. If you don't know what user is, you have to see tutorials about Postgresql. And password is also Shah. I set that password of Postgresql to that, and the database is leveling. So if now we have to pass the config here, and also self.db is equals config. So we have the function. Now we can use here, now await self connect db. Okay, so now if we run the bot again, if everything is fine, we should see no error. Yes, no error. That means our configuration is okay. So now we have a db. Let's create the specific tables for storing our leveling information. So for that, let's create a folder called utils, where we will have those SQL things. Okay, so create tables and the db, or we can see pool. So first of all, we need to create a database for our users. So async with pool dot s. Okay, so we can also typecast, so we can see the configure, we can see the parameters also. Okay, that's actually pool. Okay, pool.sc acquire as connection. So we are creating a connection from this connection pool, and then await connection dot execute. So we will execute some query here. Okay, so create table. So we are creating a table called users, and we can also pass if not exists. So if it already exists, it will not create that table. Okay, so in users we will have an id, big int not null, and this is primary key. So id will be the user id, or we can also say it user id, not only id. And the xp will be also big int not null, and it will have a default of 0 xp. And also user will have level, so let also set it level big int not null, and default so default will be the from which level we want the level to start. So maybe we want to start from 0, but you can also start from level 1. Everyone actually starts from level 1, so that's it. xp level. What else we need? xp level and nothing actually, that's it. So we have now this create tables. We can also import this here. So from leveling dot utils import utils import. It will show an error because this create table actually here. So in utils, let's create an init file again, and from dot .sql import create tables, and also create tables. Okay, so now that's it. And also we can say wait create tables. So we're creating tables connecting db. Now if we run this again, let's see if we have any error or not. Okay, oh yeah, we have to pass the pool. So also we can return self.db. so actually the pool like this, and also pool, or we can also not having it here, we can also move this one from here to here, and that's it. Now let's run this again. Okay, bot is ready. Now if we go to the database, and in tables we will see we have an user tables, and if we see columns, user id, xp, and level. So now we can start our coding. So first of all, we have to know when we will increase xp of an user. So it will be on message. Every other bot does the same on message. So async def on message self, and it will also have that message object. So first of all, what we will have to do, we have to, let's just call super dot underscore init. Actually super dot init will just call the init function of an on message. Okay, let's just remove that and just say await self dot process commands, and just pass the message. That will also do the same. So we are processing commands on message. Now we have to start implementing the increase xp and the labeling functionality. So let's have it here. async def increase xp. So before increasing xp, we have to know if that user have a field in the database or not. So user must have a field in the database. Here users, if we now see the table, we can see we currently actually have no data here. So for every user there will be a record here. For that, let's also create a async dev create user. Actually this we have to remove this self because we don't need self here, and also user. No, we can just pass the message for now. So, and also actually this pool, we need the pool also for the database connection. Okay, here also just pass it. There is something wrong. Okay, so error's gone. Now what can I do? We can just use the same thing we did here. So execute. So we will not need execute, we can just use face. Oh, so first of all we have to check if that user have a record in the database or not. So we have to select all. Actually you can select all from users, where user id is equals to the message author id. So we are actually checking if that message author have a id or not. No, actually what am I saying? So we have to first of all check if the message author has a specific record for him in the database or not by fetching row for him. So it will return a record. So first of all, if record, so if he have a record, we will just return, and if he don't have a record, so let's so if you don't have a record, we will create a record. So we can also use await connection dot execute, and we will create the record. So insert into users. So we will pass user id, and so we actually don't need to pass anything else, and the values are this one, and the first variable will be message but author.id. Okay, that's it. So first of all we have to actually call create user. This is an async function, so we have to avoid it, and then what we'll have to do is use the connection, and also again fetch the record. So we are fetching the record, and in the record we will get his xp from record xp. As you can see, this is xp, and also his level is equals to record level. So we have to increase his xps. Let also have an rate. So how many xp we want to increase? Maybe for every message we want to give him 5 xp. So now await connection dot execute So now we got his XP and his level. Now we can also increase his XP. Now here you have to, so what level will he have? So level will be calculated from XP. So if we see the new level is equals to XP plus rate, so after adding 5 we have to divide it by 100 and making an int. So level means XP divided by 100. So if we use calculator, and if I have 100 XP and if we divide 100 by 100, so 100 XP means level 1. Actually I am using a very basic calculation here. So if we have 200 XP, we will be level 2. That's it. So 100 XP means level 1. So we can also set level to 0, but we are not actually doing that. And by default we are giving him 0 XP. So now if new level is greater than current level, okay, then new level is actually new level, else new level is actually level. So if you have XP like 105, that doesn't make him a new level, so the new level will be the previous same level. Now we can also use update users, set XP is equals S1 and level is equal to S2, where is equals to S3. Okay, actually that's not S, that's a dollar sign, but S is meaningful. Okay, so XP plus rate, then new level and message.author.id. So our increase XP function is actually done. Now let's import increase XP here, and also increase XP here, and every message we can also create, we can also just await increase XP self.db the message and rate equal 5, so we don't have to pass that. Now if we just stop the bot and run it again, let's type something hello actually. Okay, create user missing. Oh, okay, there is an error. Actually I didn't pass the pool and the message. Okay, let's say hello. Okay, so no errors. And now if I come here and actually, do we have a refresh button here, users, and you can see user has now level 1 and he actually have XP 5. Now if you type another message, and now let's refresh this. Actually how can I refresh here? Just click this, so you can see XP increased. Now we have level, oh this is level 5. How actually level 5? That's a big problem. Actually have to check something. So 10 divided by 100. New level. Oh, that's weird. Let's try it again. We now again type this level 10. Okay, that's a big problem actually. XP plus rate divided by 100 int. So let's print new level and see what's that. What's the big deal here? Oh, we're getting 15. So XP plus rate divided by 100. How is that possible? Maybe the calculation error actually. Let's type something. Okay, we got 0 again. Okay, so that's it. Now it's good. So maybe we just update it from here. Okay, so we have set it again. Let's reload this page. Let's go to server, leveling, users, and so we have now XP 30 and level 1. Let's just type some more messages to gain some XP. Let's see how much actually now we have. 75. So you can see when we'll hit 200 we'll go to level 2 because 100 is actually level 1. Let's increase the rate so we reach it fast. Where do we actually rate. Okay, so increase XP and rate is equals to 50. So one message is equals to 50 XP now. Let's stop it, run it again. Now if I type a message, it will give me 50 XP. If we check now, so 125. Let's just type 2 messages. So now we have 225 and you can see the level will be level 2. So you can see we have leveled up and also the XP. Now that's for testing. You might not want to make the rate to 50 to level up so quickly. So every 100 XP is equals to 1 level. So let's move on. Now we have this XP setup, XP increasing. Now we might want to show users how many XP he have and his beautiful rank card. That's it. That's the main focus of this tutorial actually. So async def get user data, and we'll need a pool and user ID. For getting a user data we need user ID. So first of all we have to actually let's just make it message. That's actually more convenient because in message we have other things also. So next we have to use let's just typecast this one, and also we can use this one. I am copy pasting because I am lazy. So avoid connection dot face row. So select all from users where user underscore id is equals to s1 and message dot id, and that will be a data or maybe a record, and we will just return the record as actually ticked. So we have returned the record as a ticked. So now we can have the commands actually. So we can also create command there, but let's separate the commands in a different file named cogs, and cogs new file that will be leveling.py. This is actually related to leveling. So from discord.ext import commands plus, actually we can name it anything, but we can also name it let's name it level commands.cog. So in commands in level cog we have the def init and self.bot is equals to bot, and we might need the bot here, and we'll need a setup function. So what am I writing here actually not related to the leveling thing. This is actually related to discord.py. If you don't know actually discord.py, then these things might be very complicated to you, but if you know discord.py very well, then these things are actually easy. That's why I'm not actually explaining them. And now let's create a command. Oh sorry. Let's name the command rank. Okay, so first of all we need that get data function here, get user data function, and we have to import that from leveling.utils import get user data. Now we can say user underscore data is actually always get user data self dot bot dot db, and the message will be ctx dot message. Actually we have to see if context actually have a message or not. Let's see discord.py discord.py.readerdocs. Okay, so actually ctx have a message arc, so that's good for us. We can just do this, and let's just await ctx.send user data. So for now we are just sending the user data back to the user. So now we have to actually import this cog here in the bot. So let's create another function, async def load cogs. So what this will do, self load extension. So this will just load the cogs and leveling. So that will be leveling.logs.leveling, and we can also just type await load self dot load extends load cogs. Let's see if it actually works or not. We have commands that cog maybe this. Okay, so now it's working. So if we type help, you can see now we have a rank command, and if we type rank, it should show us our XP and our level. So that's actually how we get the data. Now we can use disrank. So if we just type disrank and GitHub actually, so you can see there is a GitHub repository, shows how we can actually use this one. So for that we have actually an examples here of Discord Pi. You can use it, and it shows how we can implement this feature. So we can just from first of all we have to import these things. Let's just import this here. Okay, and now a function that's actually def get card image actually what's the error here? Oh, okay, so that's actually a tabs and space mix error. Okay, so we have the user data here. I am just keeping it here, and we'll need these args here. That's it. Now we have args. So the member, we can also like member, we can also keep it here, and let's keep it just none. So if not member is equals to ctx.author. In this we can also like have the functionality to see other people's rank. We can, let's just remove this because we might not need that. Now we can also like pass the profile picture here. So instead of member we can also type ctx.author. So in place of member we can just place ctx.author. So now current XP is, we can see user data. So current XP, so this is the comment that actually says us what's the current XP actually is. So current XP is actually current level minimum XP. So if the user has like let's say the user is in level 1, so how many XP it needs to be in level 1? That actually 100 XP. So the current XP will be the user's current level. So user data level into 100. Okay, and the user XP is actually user data XP, and next XP is actually user data level plus 1. So we are just adding 1 to his level and then multiply it with 100. User position, so what's the user position? For now let's just keep it 1 because user position might be different if we have multiple users, and for now that's actually okay. Now what I have to do is just type this thing. I'm just copy pasting because it's actually written, so we don't have to write that much. Import Discord. Okay, so it should be done. If we now go here, that's the bot become ready. Okay, we have to install requests. Okay, pip install. Okay, so now if we now the bot should be ready. Okay, so if we now type rank, now you can see 235 XP, we need 300, and we are level 1 and we are in the rank 1. So let's type something else, like some messages that give us XP. So now if we see the rank again, you can see we have 285 and we're too close to the next level. Let's 2 messages, 3 messages. Now let's see rank. Now you can see we have 305 and the level is actually not showing. Oh, actually we didn't use it data. Okay, let's just start it again. Oh, now if we type rank, we should see that we are now in level 3, and if we get 400 XP we will have level 4. So now the basic thing is ready. Now the rank, actually we're not seeing how many rank we have, actually what rank we have. Maybe we are the first, second or third. Let's implement that. First of all, I have this print, actually this is annoying. Okay, so we will have a function named get rank, and actually that's it. Okay, so first of all we need to create user. That will create user if it has no user. Now the connection, and await connection.fetch. So this time we are not using fetch row, we are using fetch because we need many data, not only one. So select all from users. So first of all we have to know that if we want to get the rank of user, we have to actually sort those data in the highest XP to highest. So we have to order by XP, and we have to make it disk, so that's actually higher to lower. And now actually records, so for record in records, and so rank is actually 0, rank is equals plus equals to 1, so we are increasing rank. Now if we see if record user underscore id equals to message dot author dot id, then we'll just break and just return rank. Okay, so we have get rank, we have to include it here, and in the leveling we can also just get rank. Okay, so user data and also rank is equals to avoid get rank, and just let's get this and paste it here, and we can also pass the rank where actually the rank user position is actually the rank. That's it. Now if we run this one, it's showing rank 1 because I am actually the highest of having this highest XP I have, so I actually is rank 1. Also you can see this, that's actually the bot, so you might not want bots also have rank. In that case you will just say if message dot author dot bot return. So if the message author is a bot, it will not increase his XP, it will just return. Now if we come over here, delete this data of the bot, run the bot again. Okay, so let's check out rank again, and if we come here and see, so you can see bot is not getting XP. So that's it. We now have a basic setup of leveling. If you want to change the background, you can like I actually personally like black, so black backgrounds. Oh, so let's just choose a random background. Let's say this one is good. Open link in new tab, open image. We can just copy this one, and in leveling we can just paste the image URL. You can see the image actually changed, and it will automatically crop the image so it fits the size of the background. So now you can have also custom backgrounds. So that's it. Now if you want like uh, having different image for every user, like user can have or set their own backgrounds and other features, let me know in the comments what features you want in this bot, so I can make a new video uh, by like using those features. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time.